Hello, everybody. It's the coach. This is Madden 20 on EA Sports. Straight ahead, we've got what should be an interesting matchup between the Indianapolis Colts and the Jacksonville Jaguars. I'll have scores around the league for you at the half, but it's time for a little football. So we'll hand it over to our broadcast team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
With a December snow blanketing much of the Midwest and Northeast, what a perfect time to be in the Sunshine State as we welcome you to TIAA Bank Field in Jacksonville, Florida. A few minutes prior to us coming on air, this crowd was jolted into action with the introduction of these Jaguars. They're set for football as the Jags are ready to match up with the Indianapolis Colts. Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis on hand. And, Charles, you look back to last year's draft class for quarterbacks. We had a good crop. Baker Mayfield, Sam Darnold, the two Joshes, Allen and Rosen, Lamar Jackson, all just in the first round. So here we get two second-year quarterbacks set to face off. How have things changed?
Well, for these young guys, that first year, typically learning experience, team's not very good. They just want to see you handle some situations.
Here we go. The final week of the NFL season. Week 17 is underway. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So the Colts now coming out for their opening drive. They'll be led out by a man who was undrafted out of Buffalo, standing at 6'7". It's Tyree Jackson. They'll throw on first down with Jackson, and his first look is incomplete. T.Y. Hilton, the intended receiver. That'll bring up second down. And here are the Colts offensive starters.
And this offensive line, they're going to have to be a lot better than they were right there. We certainly won't measure them just by one play, but they definitely got a big challenge ahead of them in this one because this defense, they love to run blitz, and they clog up the running lanes.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Jackson. He's got Green. That one covers 29 yards. First down. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 46. A man who played college football here in the Sunshine State. It's USF's Marlon Mack. Miles Jack there to make the tackle. There you see the starters defensively for Jacksonville. They played extremely well last week in the win over Atlanta.
And they needed to be because that game was a game you don't see very often anymore. Low scoring, slugging it out in the trenches. One play can make the difference type of a game, and they got it done.
On 2nd and 9, Jackson. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Well, some credit there to A.J. Green because he's so tough to cover. Sometimes he causes those penalties.
He's one of the more difficult guys to cover in the NFL because of his ability to do just about anything on a route. Hard to do. Creates a lot of pass interference calls.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. From the 22, Jackson into the hands of his running back, Marlon Mack. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8. Here's the second-year back out of NC State, Naheem Hines. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Now it's Hines. Now keep in mind, if you're thinking of staying on the ground, this is a top 5 rush defense.
Yeah, but I don't think you shy away totally with the run. At least show them the hint of a run before you decide to throw the football.
Here's Jackson. It's caught by Funchess. And he'll be brought down with the first down and a late flag here, too. And he may get a few more tacked on for good measure. So give them the yardage on the pass and half the distance to the goal line.
Because they're inside the 30, so now you don't march off the full 15, right? You have half the distance to the goal. In any event, that's precious real estate given up.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. Here's second and goal. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Tyree Jackson, his second touchdown on the season, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Vinatieri connecting on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. And here's Vinatieri now to kick it away after the touchdown. This will be taken about the 12. Now a hit and a loose football, and the Colts pick it up. And they are going to score on the fumble return. Touchdown, Indianapolis. So they get the one-score kickoff, get a fumble, take it right back to the house. 2 quick touchdowns within a matter of about 10 seconds on the game clock.
It's like a big 1-2 punch that may lead to a knockout.
Vinatieri able to tack on the PAT, and that'll make the score 14-0. This will be fielded at the 8. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. The Jaguars coming out for the first time, and it's Gardner Minshew leading the way. Gardner Minshew the second, to be precise. Minshew, the Pac-12 Offensive Player of the Year a season ago at Washington State. And he didn't get long to acclimate himself to the NFL. He was in there week 1 following the shoulder injury to Nick Foles, and he's acquitted himself quite well here in his short time at the reins. Off play action, it's Minshew. That's to his running back, Leonard Fournette. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and that'll bring up second down. And now a look at the offense for Jacksonville.
And here comes Leonard Fournette, the big, and I mean big, tailback out of LSU. When he takes the ball inside, people make decisions about whether they want to tackle him or not. And he has enough speed to get to the perimeter and outrun defensive backs.
And now a fumble. The ball's out, and the Colts pick it up. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because
the Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
You always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, pump the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
Now a first down run is going nowhere. He's going to be dropped in the backfield, a loss of 2. Call it a loss of 2 on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 12. On 2nd and 12, Minshew, and he fires one incomplete. DJ Chark, the intended target, but now it'll be 3rd down. Time for a look at our starters here on defense. They're a top 5 unit right now against the pass in the league. In fact, they sit at number 5.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback.
The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. Jabal Sheard. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. They were able to win last week despite him being sacked 4 times. They might need to tighten the reins a little bit, or this one may not end in another victory.
You're right about that. They can't count on just winning the game no matter what happens. They can't let the accumulation of hits and harassment in the pocket get to their quarterback. Got to stop that, give him clean lanes to throw the football in order to have a better chance to win again this week.
Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. On 2nd down, it's Mack. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make it 3rd and 13. There's Jackson on 3rd and long. Short little throw to Ebron. And that's not nearly going to be enough. Stopped at the 22, and he needed plenty more.
Defense.
So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they'll march off another 15 against your squad.
Marcus Gilchrist there to bring him down.
47.
On second down, here's a run with Mack. And he stopped immediately there. Down on the field, we've got an injured Colt after that last play. And this is certainly not what you want to see in the final week of the year. We'll be back. Throwing is Jackson. That's complete to Hines out of the backfield. Certainly not what they wanted there. No gain, and it's fourth down. They couldn't get anything going there out on the right side of the flat of the swing pass.
And didn't we have a discussion with their staff about wanting to get the backs more involved in the passing game? Huge emphasis for this game, but obviously the defense had other plans and really made a nice play.
It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return, and it'll be Jaguar football as they take over deep in their own territory. Pretty nice work defensively there on the first down run as they hold him to a gain of a couple. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. From the 17, Minshew. That's out to his running back, Fournette. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
A pass complete here to Conley. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a first down. Fournette, a first down carry. And an alley to run. Down the numbers. There he goes. Touchdown, Jaguars. Leonard Fournette. His sixth touchdown of the season as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. As the season winds down and you look at them in totality, you know, the offense has struggled. The defense has been pretty good, so I would imagine the changes this offseason may be more on the offensive side of the ball.
And this is where we always hear the term complementary football because, as you noted, the defense has played well enough for them to win games, and the offense has held them back. So they've got to reward that defense by improving on offense. I don't know if you make a change at quarterback, running back, tight end. It doesn't matter. Get better players, better system, so they can play to the standards of the defense, and the win column will result.
To throw is Jackson. He's got his man here. It's Green. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A.J. Green, his sixth touchdown of the season. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. So the points coming fast and furious in this opening quarter. Whoa.
Yeah, both defenses, they're looking pretty exploited right now with the way these offenses are attacking. They are a step behind, back on their heels, whatever cliche you want to use. Right now, they're trying to figure out how to slow them down, and I'm not sure they're going to be able to.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
10 yards there, good enough for a Jags first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now this one complete on the slant route. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Throwing on first down is Minshew. This one complete to the tight end, O'Shaughnessy. He fights forward for a couple with a penalty flag down. And the linemen, they're already walking back. So that one a hold right guard.
And you understand why offensive and defensive linemen probably go to martial arts schools and work on their hands so often, because that can be the make or break difference on a play. This time he had to grab a jersey in order to make the play happen. Got caught for the penalty.
A good productive run there on first down. He winds up getting 8. On 2nd and 12, Minshew. The catch made by James O'Shaughnessy, the tight end. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts 28. Now Minshew on 1st and 10. Got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Keelan Cole, his first touchdown on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. They haven't fully climbed the mountain, but they've started the ascent here with that score.
I like that, right? I think they've left base camp now, okay? So they've started to move their way up the mountain. Long way to go, but at least they know it's manageable.
The drive summary that time, 5 plays, and it results in a touchdown for Jacksonville. This one taken from the 7. And he's able to get it up close to the 35, but hang on here. Penalty marker down. And this one might be going the other way. So holding will scratch off some of that return.
And I know fans get frustrated when they see penalties of this sort on kick returns, but it is difficult to do it right against these moving targets at full speed. Hard to do.
And he still has yet to get on track in this first half, as they're going to stop him behind the line. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Now we've got whistles and a flag. Looked like one of the Colts linemen might have jumped. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make 2nd down pretty tough. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. He's going to air it out deep for Green. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. Jackson now throwing on 3rd and long. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
This is taken at the 15. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing, because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Now that's a gain of 6 on the 1st down run.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd.
Now on 2nd and 13. Minshew, he'll set up the screen to Fournette. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. So 3rd and long, here's Minshew. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game, because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They begin the drive on the ground with Mack. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9.
Yeah, baby! Yeah! 47 from Mike, 47. Check, 47. Let's get it together,
And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. The Colts on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Now a carry from Mack. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
And it's out of bounds. Now we'll see what the side judge says. He says out at the 8-yard line. So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? That definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
Now a throw over the middle, and he's got it to start the drive. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Minshew, he's got his tight end O'Shaughnessy. This quarterback now 9 of 11 passing in this first half. He's got his guys at 1st and 10. Looking to throw it, Minshew, and nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Pierre Desir able to get a hand in and make that play. On 2nd down, here's Fournette. Now a flag comes in from the umpire after a gain of about 4. And this looks like it's going to be holding. That's on Jawan Taylor, 2nd-round pick from Florida. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. They'll go play action here with Minshew. That one complete to D.D. Westbrook. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down. Minshew, 1st and 10. Caught here by Conley. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. A pass there, complete to Westbrook. That one a 1st down pickup of 8. This quarterback now 12 of 15 throwing the ball, 80% so far, and it's 1st and 10. On the draw, this is Fournette. And he'll be taken down right around the 41-yard line. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. He's got the hook up to Lee. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Out of the gun is Minshew. Completes it to Lee. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. To throw again on 2nd down. Minshew. This one complete over the middle to O'Shaughnessy. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Now Minshew. And this one into the hands of D.J. Shark. A gain of 6 there on 1st. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Minshew sets to throw. Darius Leonard, the linebacker, able to break that one up. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. It'll be Minshew again. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. That's not one that he's going to want to remember, but he had to get it out of the way at some point, his first career interception.
And if he's the guy that they think he is, he's not laughing it off, but he's also not going to let it affect him as the game proceeds. He's going to go back out there, still be the same confident kid, the reason that they drafted him, and go out and play.
And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. That one for Indianapolis, resulting in 15 yards and a fresh set of downs. Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. Quick throw, complete out wide here to Green. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17 as we now go downstate to Orlando and check in with Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thank you as always. Welcome into our final regular season edition of our Halftime Report. Playoff line.
An abbreviated halftime show as we get rolling to quarter three. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess that in the locker room, they talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. From the gun, Minshew to throw. And incomplete, a disappointing drop there defensively by the rookie. And now 4th down. It appears they're going to come up empty on this first drive of the second half, still down by that slim margin.
Yeah, and that's okay. You know, when you sit and analyze it, they're not happy about what happened, having to go to the bench. But this gives them a chance to let their defense do some work while they on the sidelines go over what they're doing offensively and formulate a proper plan.
A run by Mack to start the drive. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now it's Jackson. And the Jags get to him as down he goes.
Well, partner, we know they came out of the locker room down on the scoreboard, but I will guarantee you the defensive side of the ball got super emotional. They can come out and play with aggressiveness, with fury, because they don't have to be quite as precise, and it paid off for them on that play, didn't it?
Sure did. Excellent play, really setting the tone for this 3rd quarter. It'll be a gain of 17 and an Indianapolis 1st down. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Jackson from the shotgun. Quick hitter here, it's complete. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. Out of the gun, here's a give to Mack. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. They go right back to Mack. Oh, and Mack has the ball stripped. And did the Jaguars come up with it? They did.
15-1.
Off play action, it's Minshew. Danico Autry in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Now Leonard Fournette, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. And he completes it to Westbrook. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone.
Pass interference, defense.
So even with the pass interference, it's a completed pass. They'll go ahead and just take the play instead.
How about the effort? Making the catch despite the pass interference. Nothing else to be gained on the play. No need to take the penalty. The play stands.
And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Here's Minshew to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a dangerous throw towards the end zone. Boy, did it hang up there forever. Wanted to run up there and pull it down out of the sky.
Yeah, it felt like it really should have been intercepted. Lucky to have that one back.
You've got to be more careful when you're that close to the goal line.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
A good drive gets him inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that that happens because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Now Jackson on 1st down. Ebron with it over the middle. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion. Throwing again on 2nd down. Jackson, he's going to air it out. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. Touchdown, Jaguars. Leonard Fournette, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Jaguars have taken the lead. He's given him a little jolt, just gave him the lead there, but 2 TDs now in the game.
And that jolt puts them in the lead. What a terrific job by him. He is carrying the ball and simply saying, I want to win.
And now he's hoping his defense has that mentality as they try to hang on to that lead. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Jackson. T.Y. Hilton once again, the intended receiver. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
But now it's 3rd down. The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Jackson hit, and he lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
They begin with a run by Fournette. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
70, Indy.
On 2nd down and 4. Minshew, he's got the hookup with Conley. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. The Jags picking up the 1st down there, a gain of 12. They'll set up a throw. He'll get that to DeValve, the tight end. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Here's a 2nd and 7. Looking sideline, incomplete. Chris Conley, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. He's got his tight end O'Shaughnessy. 10 yards there, good enough for a Jags 1st down.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the 1st down.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. A shotgun give to Fournette. And he works free. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Well, they had a gain of 10 last time, now a gain of 20 here.
Yes, sir. Leonard Fournette has a well-deserved reputation as a physical, powerful runner. He's going to drop his shoulder and run over people time and time again. I think he uses it to his advantage, though. How about that last run? Set him up, looked like he's going to drop the hammer, but gave a little wiggle, a little shake. And what did he do, partner?
Left the defender right there in his wake. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5. At the 13-yard line.
1 quarter remains here as the regular season starts to wind down. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. This is Fournette. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal. Looking to throw it, Minshew. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete. He was looking for James O'Shaughnessy as tight end, but it'll be 2nd and goal.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Margus Hunt in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? Here's Fournette. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down. Such a long drive here. 3 points. That would be a disappointment, but I don't know if you can go for it here, can you?
Well, you know, the defense was really giving them a lot all the way downfield, and now they've stiffened. Forget that bend, don't break. Now they don't even want to let them get a yard, do they? So in this spot, you remember what the coaches told us before the ball game? Any drive that ends with a kick is going to be okay with us, whether it's a punt, a field goal, or an extra point. Take the field goal right here.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
So 1 play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Dumps this one off to Mack. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. A gain of 11 that time and a Colts 1st down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Jackson trying to get it to Ebron, and it's intercepted. A.J. Boye with a pick. Throwing on 1st down is Minshew. And he'll get that to Fournette, complete. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. 4 yards on the pickup, and it'll make it 2nd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. 27 yards there, a 1st down. Fournette. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. A good run got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. They'll run it again with Fournette. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll be 3rd down. Minshew throwing on 3rd down. And this will be broken up and incomplete. Now a penalty flag down, and they may be going backward here. So they decline it as that will bring up 4th.
And I know that yardage and field position are keys to any game played, but you got to consider downs when you're talking about penalties, and they wisely did not take that one and made it 4th down.
So that's a big one. Obviously, Charles makes it a 2-score game, his 3rd field goal of the game, able to knock it through.
Yeah, not exactly free and clear yet, but as a defense, you get to play a little bit looser, don't you? Because you do now have a little bit of a margin of error, don't you?
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Now left side on the swing pass. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down. On 3rd down, Jackson. And he's got his man, Hilton. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That's good for 28 yards. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Jackson. And his throw is incomplete. He was looking for the connection with Devin Funchess. And now it's 2nd down. So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Jackson going to throw again. And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. Calais Campbell racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. The Colts on 3rd down. They've hit on half of them, 5 for 10. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They're going on 4th down. It's Jackson. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that is incomplete. The Colts unable to convert here on 4th down. And the Jags take over in terrific field position. So still over 3 minutes remaining in this game, but boy, not getting that when that hurt.
That's a little bit demoralizing, so they have to be careful about that because still have an opportunity if they can get some things done on defense. But now, since they've taken over on downs, a team with the ball, guess what? Going to 4-minute offense, maybe they can put this thing away.
The 2nd down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete. The tight end set the valve, the intended receiver, and now it's 3rd down. Now Minshew. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete, certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. Well, 3rd down, he tried to stay in bounds, did all he could. He caught it, but it was led a little bit too far.
Yeah, and that's always difficult, isn't it? Because you know half of your body is trying to stay behind while the other half is reaching out, trying to catch the football. The top half worked. It was the bottom half that was in question.
Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw is Jackson. He completes this one to Mack. And he'll be out of bounds up past the 10-yard line. Now they'll try to convert on 3rd and 6 after the 4-yard completion. From the gun, it's Jackson. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
But there was no trace of nervousness there. He was able to diagnose that play from his linebacker position, stay in excellent coverage, and bat the ball away.
And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now a quick throw as that's complete on the hitch route. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. T.Y. Hilton once again the intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd down. Jackson to throw. Funches has it complete. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. And that one, an absolute backbreaker. A chance to get back within a score, couldn't do it.
Yeah, that one went begging, as they say, right? There's the opportunity, and it was missed. But all hope's not lost just yet. But, boy, getting back within 1 score would have been a powerful motivator for their defense to take the field with.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. A quick throw complete to Chark. Now the Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. 2nd and 12, and you'd have to assume another all-out effort to stop the run is coming. Now Fournette. Now the Colts will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. A pass for negative yardage, obviously no good. Maybe he shouldn't have thrown it, or maybe he shouldn't have caught it.
And I think we were seeing it at the same time, weren't we? Maybe you let that one go, right? Because you can see the lost yardage about to develop. But that goes against every instinct of a receiver. They're taught to catch everything. So it's really hard to be mad at him and yell at him for trying to make that play.
So the Colts now down by 9. And time, a huge factor. Now it's Jackson. Ebron caught left side. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. To the right side to Eric Ebron. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. One last shot for Jackson. Into the hands of his running back, Marlon Mack. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it. And they've got to go back and check